It is Thursday, the 28th of January. Welcome to another Motorcycle Diaries, my second steed of the year. Look at that beauty. Second-hand Honda Hornet or CB900F. K-Reg, 30,000 miles on the clock, so the great thing about this is even after 30,000 miles you can just see how in good condition it is. Under-seat cans, brand new tyres on it, which means you've got to be a little bit careful because they are slick as hell, especially when it's slightly damp out. The engine is, well, a bit of a beauty, to be honest with you. It's the old 5-blade engine. You've got good brakes. It's a, just a commuter bike almost, but my God, I reckon it's going to go some as well, especially after the 125. This will feel wow fast. Anyway, so my mission today is going to take this down to the Tamworth Snowdome, where I've got a snowboarding lesson at 4 o'clock. I've got about half an hour to get there, and then ride it back in the dark. So it'll be interesting to see how it handles in both ways. I've got me all weather gear on, and to be honest with you, the funny thing is I could probably wear this snowboarding. It's more expensive and better than my snowboarding gear, which is kind of sad. I'm tempted, but I don't want to ruin it. I'm not that good a snowboarder. So, let's get on it. I'm excited about this. A lot of people would say, oh, that's just a standard commuter, but honestly, if you've ridden any Hondas, you know they still go some, even the basic models, and this is a little bit special. But it is second-hand, so it'll be interesting to see how it handles after all this time. Say 30,000 miles on the clock, it should be nicely running. I suppose I better get cracking. First up though, let's show you the dials and do the ignition test as always and have a listen to how it sounds. Well, look at that, it's got your two nice analog dial there, your speedo on the right and your rev counter, sorry, speed on the left, rev counter on the right. Very basic warning lights, you've got lights on the switch there, no automatic lights, which is really weird, and I'm glad Jason's street bike pointed out, or I would have forgot to put them on. And on this side you've got your high beam, low beam, your indicators, and the big test as always. Let's have a listen to how it sounds. Starts first time, got about 30,000 miles. This is the exhaust note. Not bad, hey? Red line's at 9,500. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm getting cracking, so I don't want to be late for my lesson. Adios, muchachos. Honda CB900F or the Hornet 900. Laura, she blows. Let's get on and have a ride.
Okay, straight away, it is smooth as. Not only the gearbox feels lovely, the engine, wow. After the 125, to be fair, this feels like what's something Mahoosive. Yeah, it's amazing. It just wants you to roll on the power. I think it's riding around in my seat because of the all-weather gear I got on. But this is wicked. Good to be back on a big bike, man. I don't need it too much simply because of the tyres are so slippery. It's got power, it's comfortable, it's a lovely riding position. And already you can tell that this engine has a real racing pedigree. It's the 5-blade engine from back in the day. Just wants to go. But it feels nimble, it feels light. As I said, just got to be careful because of the new tyres, otherwise I'll be chucking this thing around like you wouldn't believe. Right. The route I'm going to take is via the motorway and then some A roads. So obviously won't be able to talk much, but I'll give you my thoughts when we get back and when I get to the snowdome. Oh, it's smooth through the gears. It really is. I can't believe this bike's done 30,000 miles. To say everything's at your fingertips. Obviously the older design, but it's great. It's handling this bumpy bit of spaghetti junction with so many bikes, so I can check you off on nicely. Okay then. Go to the fuel garage, obviously, at the Snowdome. First impressions. Great ride, really smooth. My right knee's giving me some chip now. I'm trying to work out if that's a new gear, the bike. Maybe the guy had this before was a little bit smaller than me, he had the pegs adjusted. But it's quality. It's just so easy to ride, it's smooth. It's got a lot of power in that 5-blade engine. You know, it wants to roll on. I had that in top gear pretty much on the motorway. From 50 up to kind of like, obviously maximum speed. You're legally allowed to do on the motorway. It just cruised through it. That was wicked. I'm going to put tenner in now. We did 16 miles of reserve tank, which is always a good sign.
2 hours of snowboarding later, all done and dusted. As you can see, Honda Hornet 900F at Snowboarding Centre. There's the Tamworth Snowdome up there. I gotta admit, if anything compared to riding fast motorbikes, then snowboarding is the one. That was a hell of a lot of fun. I've only had 6 lessons. I'm already hitting some big kickers. I didn't land them, but I hit them. I landed about 2 or 3. How did the bike perform on the way up here? Well, as it's dark, A little bit nice silhouette of it here. It was really good. It's just got so much power. See, 900cc, that old 5-blade engine, even it's done 30,000 miles. It's smooth, it's so easy to ride, it's comfortable, brakes are good. Back brakes a little bit, well, not great on this, but I imagine that's just because the person had it adjusted to be nice and light. But it really is, you know, it's one of these bikes, like I suppose the FZ1, like lots of different kind of bikes. I've ridden the 600 Hornet and the Bandit I've ridden. It's just got a little bit more power because it's a 900 engine, and it just is so easy to ride and comfortable and fun. And having, you know, not ridden for kind of 4 or 5 weeks, getting on the WR1 to 5X, then getting onto this has been brilliant. Although it's got the new tyres, I've been like so carefully because of the wet. It's a lot of fun. I'm smiling, you can tell it's fun. I don't know how much of the review up here you'd have caught on the camera because of the wind and the speed I was doing. I'm going to do a bit more on the way back, and then I'm going to take it for a big review over the weekend as well, and some back roads, so you'll definitely be able to hear me. And hopefully, actually, I'm going to get some new gear so you'll be able to hear me properly. But watch this space for that. So, for now, 6 o'clock, Tamworth Snowdome. Ding ding! Time to head home.
Tell you what, she is responsive. I mean, obviously it's not a full-on superbike racer, but you just saw it lurch away from me then. Lovely. I'll step all over this seat. I don't know what the guy's done to it. But let's go. This is one hell of a bike, it's got to be said. It really is. I tell you, it's my first big bike of the year, but and it's second hand. At 30,000 miles, so much fun on top. Love it! Okay, so if you can hear me over all the engine noise now, for start, brilliant throaty growl. Really wants to give it some. Feels comfortable apart from the slidey seat. But you know what? After snowboarding, this is a great buzz. Good, I feel alive! Try and keep it that way, huh? I tell you what, anyone that buys anything on 4 wheels is a mug. This is practical, smooth, easy to ride, safe, and it's had me grinning all the way home. Motorbikes rule. So yeah, smooth, fast, fun. This engine just wants to rev, because it's retuned, it doesn't snap your head off. But my God, it's quick if it wants to go. And you know what? Easy to ride, it really is. Practical. People always talk about Hondas. 30,000 miles on the clock. K-Red, £3,300 for this bike. Bloody good value. You just get the feeling it'll run forever. Listen to it. This is a Hornet, not a Blade. And this is technically a commuter bike. And the wheel comes up. Yeah, so wheel on this if you want. I want to take this to a track.
Okay then, back from my snowboarding adventures and jumping. That was a brilliant ride back on the motorway. Again, I don't know how much the audio will be able to use because of the wind and the conditions, but oh my goodness, I cannot believe this is a Hornet, a CB900F. It's a commuter bike, and yet that engine, really wants to go some. It sounds really throaty. You can see what I mean. I'm actually wearing that back tyre now, which is quite nice. I might have a bit more grip over the weekend. But it's just got so much. Brakes good, suspension's good, comfortable riding position, smooth, because it's that retuned engine, you know. It's not snappy, doesn't jerk your head off. If you want real track bike, then, you know, get a sports bike. But if you want something to honestly cruise around town, motorways, on a regular basis and really put the miles in, this is intense. I can't believe this is a bike with 30,000 miles on it, a K-Reg, and it's retailing at 3,300. Why would anyone buy a car? And I just want to show you actually that noise, because it's really rather good. See what I mean? I've had a huge amount of fun on this. Just today, I've got a couple more days riding it, maybe even more, we'll see. And I've got to say, one of the greatest things was, cold and wet, this rucker gear, I didn't even notice it. If you get proper weather gear, there's no reason why you can't be riding in this weather. I've had slicks on the back of this, with brand new, still can ride safe, as long as you don't go crazy. So until tomorrow, my friends, do exactly that and ride safe.